How much have you traveled to watch wrestling?
I mean, a middle amount. I'm going to Chicago this weekend to go see wrestling. What's fun about it is then oftentimes I get like free tickets and stuff, so then it makes it feel real fun.
Yeah.
But I had always, since I was a little kid, I was like, I want to go to Japan, I want to go to the Tokyo Dome, and I want to watch wrestling. And it was great. And I tell you, the part that I loved the most that I did not expect is that they let you bring your own food in at these ones in Tokyo.
America, in no universe would America.
No,
promoters. Nah, no way.
Not at all.
That's crazy.
But if you wanted to bring a full ass picnic basket and baguettes and just a full snack, you could do that.
Wow.
It's wild.
Wow.
Did you watch the David Arquette documentary?
I did.
Yeah, what'd you think of that?
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
He had
Loved it.
the guy that fucking sliced his
Nick
back up.
Gage.
Nick
Yeah.
Gage was on his podcast.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, he came to my house, did my podcast. My wife was disturbed.
He's an interesting guy,
He's
man.
interesting. He's robbed a bank. He looks like he's robbed a bank.
Yeah.
My wife was like,
Who's this? Why did you let this guy in our house?
I didn't. Yeah. What was the other? I'm trying to. Oh yeah, one phrase that he had on your show was he goes,
I don't care, man. If someone's fucking with you, if someone's fucking with me, I'm gonna fight them. I'm like,
"That's just such a crazy mentality."
Yeah, it really is.
Like just at
he
like
has no walk away.
yeah. It's like parking spaces. I just like immediately went to like small innocuous things. He's like, nah, like it's going down right now, dude. Yeah. Have you had a chance to brush shoulders with David like after that whole thing or?
No, I don't think I've ever met him in person. I've talked to him online, talked to Twitter and whatever, friends with some of his friends, but I've never met him in person. But I think it's super cool to like kind of have this mission that he had where he came into wrestling like 20 years ago and they made him the champion and everybody hated him and it like affected him so much that he was like, you know what? I'm just going to wrestle for real and earn it and do it my way and do it an independent way and gain the wrestlers' respects. And he does it and it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to have gotten stabbed in the neck like he did. I would have avoided.
Yeah, that was a little hardcore.
Yeah, getting his neck cut open.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, man. That's the grind, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we thought we were getting into when we went to Santino Bros.
Yeah. We were like, all right, they're going to hack us open, man. Yeah, that's crazy. The open mics of wrestling are so much more violent than fucking stand-up open mics. Dude.
Yeah, you'd be like, wow, like, yeah, I used to like come here and bomb for like 3 minutes, but nobody cut me open.
Yeah.
You know, in front of 12 people, you know. No disrespect.
Yeah. No, I mean that means you love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some would say too much.
Yeah. Are you working on much stand up these days or?
Yeah, I've been on tour a bit. Just kind of wrapped up this tour to kind of just get my hour together and stuff. So now I'm just kind of doing little spot dates here and there. I'm gonna be at like the Brea Improv September 8th, and then I'm going. It looks like I'm going near Miami and then some other places, but for the most part, I'm trying to stay home with the baby as much as I can. Something that, and I guess I did that with my first son too, because I hadn't even started comedy then.
Yeah.
So it's just something I like to do because it goes so quick. So I'm trying to stay home with him as much as I can and try to write and try to act and try to host stuff. I just like doing different stuff. I don't ever want to be forced down any particular lane and like end up, in some hotel when I'm 60 and doing some gig I don't want to do. I don't want that life.
Yeah.
What's like exciting you the most right now?
Thank you for asking me. Right now, I mean, I'm just pitching a project I'm really excited about with this character Danhausen, and it's really been fun, interesting. It's been, some people turn it down, some people seem real interested. So we'll see how it works out. And I just like writing and creating stuff for other people and helping myself out, learn new things. I like my podcast, my wrestling podcast. I like doing that a lot right now. And then I like the show Loot that I'm on because because I get to act with Maya Rudolph.
Yeah, how was that?
It's,
It's a good show.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's
And is it crazy
amazing.
working with her?
It's so cool. It's like, I imagine it's like, working with someone like Lucille Ball or like, I mean, that's who exactly what I imagine it's like, because like she's such a legend to me, and she's such a boss, and like really kind and really open to letting you pitch things and talk about things, and like just really weird things. Like I remember just this small little thing where there was this line where they were like, it said something, I don't even remember the line exactly, but it said something that I was going to try to do something. And I just was casually talking to her, and I go like, I don't like the word try in comedy, because like try is in the middle. And the comedy to me is either you made a decision or you didn't.
Interesting.
And then she was like, you're right. And she's like, just take it out. And I was like, oh, okay.
Wow.
Like I was just talking.
Yeah,
you know? And for her to be like, no, I get that. You're right about that. Take the try out. It is better if you just do or do not. And I was like, yeah, that's just how I think about comedy.
Did she write it?
I don't think she wrote it.
Okay.
She wrote it. She just, the producer on it, and we all can improvise a bit, so it's real fun in that way.
Man, I was gonna say, just in your career, it seems like you've been able to just do a lot of bucket list things, especially at this point. Just to your point about like, like working with Maya Rudolph, and then even like all these experiences you have with wrestling, do you ever get like feelings where you're like, do you think that's what kind of motivates you to try new things? Because you always kind of want to like create those new goals and just have new things to aim for, or is that not necessarily at the front of your mind?
I mean, usually the thing in front of my mind is just I just don't like to be bored.
Yeah.
And I think when I was coming up, I would always read a lot of things from like Patton Oswalt and all these other comedians, and they would talk about like how there's different worlds in comedy, and that like and in career, and that in a lot of places people use seniority as the excuse for like why they should be a place, right? Like I've been doing this 15 years, I've been doing this 20 years. But as we see in entertainment and anything, like you can be young, you can be whatever, you if you get it together, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You see, like some people will have, say they have 20 years in something and they've been doing the same year 20 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was been my goal, is to have a different year every time, is that doing something I've never done every time. And sometimes like I'm apprehensive about it, because you get in your head about like, oh, what my peers are going to think, even from the very beginning when they were like, do you want to do Trolls or whatever? And I was like, oh man, I kind of want to just focus on stand up and be real and get like specials like my friends and stuff. And then I was like, oh, that's stupid. Like all my favorite comedians, Robin Williams, Chris Rock, all these people, they did these big voice acting things, and that's what I grew up loving. Why wouldn't I try that? And then they were like, oh, you want to be on the cooking show, these baking shows, and I was like, oh, I don't know, that I don't know anybody there. I don't know any. I'll be the only comedian there. And then I was like, oh shit, I'll be the only comedian there.
Yeah.
I don't have to compete against 8, 9 other comedians.
Yeah.
All trying to come up with the same joke, like on At Midnight or something.
Yeah.
It's just, I can just be me, and I'll be funny, and people will like it. And it led to like, I just went on Chopped and Cupcake Wars and these baking shows, and then like ended up hosting a whole show. And it's like I didn't.
Yeah, you never know where it'll lead
open.
you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just be open.
I think that's such a great phrase. I've never heard that. Like not having the same year 20 times.
I
in a
love
row.
that.
Yeah, I'm like gonna staple that to my forehead, man.
I think it's also cool as a fan, like finding out about someone through one thing, and then learning they do all these other things.
Yeah.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like for people that love your stand up that then are like, wait, he does Twitch too?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I'm going to watch him every day.
Yeah, I mean that's the mission right now, is connecting everything. Like, because I do get a lot of people who only know me from one thing or another, and also with the weight loss and stuff. Sometimes people don't even. They're like, "Oh, you're that comedian from the purple sweater and
Damn.
So I'm right now, I think the Twitch and like just trying to, stuff like this, where I'm trying to meld it together so people know, like, oh, the guy who does King Shark and that guy who acts on Loot is the guy you can go see on a weekend at the show, because I'm trying to fill these rooms.
Yeah. 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 That is the weirdest thing now, especially with the internet, is when you could, because you can do 100 things. Now you have like, all these niche little groups, and I don't think anyone has like the catch-all to like bring all those people together yet. Remember, we used to work like as programmers. I remember back in the day. Remember people used to kick around ideas about apps with like, oh, what if it took all your timelines from every app and it merged it into one app? And we're like, yeah, that's never happening.
Yeah. No, I did a couple parties. I think my agency invested in one of those apps. We did a whole thing, and I was like, 6 months later, they were like, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
What that app you guys invested in? What app? I don't.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. No, we were just trying to have a party, man. We were just chilling, man.